What if I told you that the next US president's economic policies could shape not only the country's job market, but also your wallet? Today, we're diving into the plans of two key figures, Donald Trump and Kamala Harris. Both have radically different approaches to economic issues like job creation, tax cuts, and inflation control. But how do these plans stack up, and what might they mean for you? Let's start with Donald Trump. Trump has consistently pushed a vision of low taxes and deregulation. His plan? Extend the tax cuts passed during his first term. These cuts, according to Trump, will keep businesses investing in the U.S., hiring more workers, and creating more jobs. The idea is simple. If companies and individuals are taxed less, they'll have more money to spend and invest. More spending leads to more demand. More demand leads to more production. And more production means more jobs. But there's another layer. Trump also advocates for deregulation, meaning fewer government rules on how businesses operate. He believes this will free up industries to grow without being slowed down by what he sees as unnecessary red tape. His supporters argue this creates a more dynamic economy where companies can innovate and expand faster, leading to job creation. Now, what about inflation? Trump tends to focus on keeping interest rates low, encouraging borrowing and investment. But critics say that low interest rates and tax cuts can overheat the economy, pushing inflation higher. Trump, however, remains focused on boosting American manufacturing and energy production, policies he believes will keep costs down and inflation in check. So, to sum up Trump's plan, tax cuts, deregulation, and a focus on energy and manufacturing. His strategy revolves around making America a business-friendly environment where jobs multiply and inflation stays low by boosting supply. But what's Kamala Harris's approach? Harris comes at these issues from a very different angle. Instead of emphasizing tax cuts, her focus is on government investment in infrastructure, clean energy, and education. Harris believes that by directing government resources into these areas, the U.S. can create millions of new jobs, particularly in industries that will define the future, like renewable energy and tech. But how will she pay for this? Well, Harris has proposed rolling back some of the tax cuts Trump passed, especially for corporations and the wealthy. She argues that large companies and high-income individuals should contribute more to fund the programs that will create jobs and rebuild America's infrastructure. Unlike Trump's trickle-down approach, Harris's policy is more of a bottom-up strategy, where the government plays a central role in directing resources to create jobs. And what about inflation? Harris has been clear about the need to control prices, especially in key areas like housing, healthcare, and education, where costs have skyrocketed. She supports policies that aim to lower the cost of living directly, like building more affordable housing and expanding access to healthcare, which she believes will take some of the pressure off inflation. In Harris's world, job creation comes from government investment in future-oriented industries and infrastructure, and inflation is tackled by reducing the costs of essentials, not just by focusing on monetary policy. Two candidates, two very different visions. On one side, Trump's focus is on cutting taxes and deregulating businesses, aiming to create jobs by making it easier for companies to grow. On the other, Harris emphasizes government investment, funding infrastructure projects and future industries by asking the wealthy and corporations to pay more in taxes. But the question remains, which vision will shape the future of the U.S. economy? So, what do you think? Can tax cuts and deregulation really keep inflation low? Or does government investment hold the key to creating stable, future-proof jobs? Let me know in the comments below. And until next time, stay curious.